ち抜け真空召喚いでよレベル8バレルロードサベージドラゴン
Hey everyone, Sev here, and today I'm here to go over my budget Dragon Link deck profile. I got into this deck a few years ago, but I only really got the cards together like a few days before Chaos Ruler was banned, and I just ordered them then, so I wasn't really able to play the full version. And then the Bystials came out, and I found out about them, but they were expensive back then. But even now, after the reprints, stuff like Bystial Rebellion is $30 a pop, and as a college student, $30 for one card, $90 for a playset just isn't viable. So if you're looking for a budget alternative, this is it. So let's get into the main deck, and I'll go over like changes I'd make at the end. 3 Rocket Tracer. It's extremely powerful, being able to pop any card and then summon a rocket from deck, only dark locking you, which is pretty crazy if you think about some other locks that more modern decks have. Then 2 Rocket Caliber. Basically, if like you need a free body, Caliber can be that when you summon it to a Dark Link arrow. And then 1 Rocket Synchron, 1 Silver Rocket, 1 Rocket Recharger, and 1 Magna Rocket Dragon. And then 3 Noctivision and 2 Absol Dragon, and then 1 Tempest as just, it's a dragon. And then 3 Quick Launch and 1 Boot Sector Launch to round out kind of the rocket slash dragon engine of our deck. Dragon leg of our deck. I would definitely cut Tempest and Black Metal Dragon if push came to shove. Tempest is really only useful in certain corner case scenarios, and Rocket Synchron was really only good when you had Chaos Ruler to summon it back and you can make Hot Red. Then for our Red Eyes portion, I suppose, 3 Black Metal and 1 Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Still amazing after the errata. The card's just amazing. Then our Chaos package, we're playing 1 Collapse and 1 Black and White Dragons, 1 Omni Dragon Brotar, 1 Chaos Dragon Legionnaire, 3 Starliege Seyfried, and then sadly the 1 Chaos Space moved from the previous ban list before this past one from 3 to 1, but this card was absolutely insane. The interaction it had with the black and white dragons was way too unfair to remain legal. Like, you could literally chain block the first 2 essential searches in your combo, your Romulus and your Striker Dragon, basically for free with Chaos Space. Like, it was crazy. And then 1 Dragon Ravine as just you search this off Romulus and you can dump dragons. If you're playing like actual Dragoonides, like that does things, but like we're not. So then 3 for our Bystial lineup, we are still playing Bystials because they're very good Yu-Gi-Oh cards. We're playing 3 Baldrake, 1 Serenir, and 1 Magnamut. Magnamut is still crazy. Like, you can just add like a Chaos Ruler or add a Bystial in your end phase, and plus any 2 of these makes Hieratic Ruler Dragon of Atum. So like free summon from deck basically. And then that is the main deck. Alright, starting off with our synchros, we're playing 1 Borreload Savage, 1 Scarlet Red Dragon Archfiend, and 1 Baron de Fleur. Then our 1 of Xyz Monster, Hieratic Dragon King of Atum. Basically, you overlay 2 Bystials into this and you summon any dragon from your deck for free. Like, it's just like, yeah, just summon a dragon. 1 Striker Dragon, still at 1, rightfully so. This card is fucking crazy. Like, this was like the first example of Link 1's gone bad. We have 1 Guard Dragon Pisty, and then that's all for our Link 1s. Then we're playing 1 Dragoonid Knight Romulus, 1 Hieratic Seal of the Heavenly Spheres, 1 Quad Boral Dragon, 1 Delindrus Dragon, 1 IP Masquerena, 1 Dark the Dark Charmer, and oh, that's not Link 2. So that will be our Link 2 lineup. If you have an SP Little Knight for the next card, you can replace it and you can add that to your Link 2 lineups. We have Nightmare Unicorn, so if you have Little Knight, replace Unicorn for Little Knight. It's just a better card. However, I can't afford Little Knight, so One triple burst dragon. No replacement for this card. The main reason why you play it is because the down pointing arrow, and with Pisty you can Pisty back something and you can just go crazy. Then one Boil Sword. I'm mainly playing this for like theme reasons. Like, it's a rocket deck. I'm gonna play Boil Sword Dragon. I don't care if it's impractical. But Access Code Talker does a better job than it. So if you have Access Code Talker, play that. But if you want to play Boil Sword, or you can't afford Access Code Talker, Boil Sword does a fine enough job. Speaking of which, also Boil and Dragon. This is a card that, like, if you have to pick between Hermetic Seals and this card, you pick this card every single time, because this is an absolute fucking wall. It's so hard to remove for most decks, unless they have some sort of kaiju mechanic or can consistently. I don't even think you can beat over it. Yeah, you can't even beat over it. Like, there are so many decks that actually cannot remove this card from the field once it hits the field. This card is an absolute, it's the definition of a tower. It is literally crazy. There are so little decks that can actually out this card, and especially like nowadays, like, it is very hard to out Boil or Borland. So this card is an absolute mandatory if you're playing Dragon Link of any variant. You want to be playing Borland, because it is crazy. It is a crazy Yu-Gi-Oh card. This should not have been printed. I'm glad it was printed because the card's crazy, but Borland Dragon is you want to end on this. Like, if you can't end on the Savage or the Hermetic Seal, but you can get to this, get to this. This is very important. You can forget those two. They're important, but this is just amazing. It is hard for a deck to get around this. They can build around it, but they need to get through it. And not to mention, Borland can just swing over everything on your turn 3. So really, Borland makes going for game just so trivial that it's crazy. All right, now time for changes I'd make. Let me pull them out here. Changes I'd make. Immediate ones that come to mind are these 3. Cut Tempest entirely. You could definitely go down on an Absol Dragon. However, I do like Absol Dragon as a card. And then Rocket Synchron is undoubtedly a cut you can do. So if you want to, you can add like Triple Tactics talent, because this is a hyper go first deck that you want to go first, but you can go second. However, if you want to just add hand traps, that is more than fine. But these 3 are the most cuttable. You could probably cut a Noctovision Dragon and a Tracer and a Caliber, in order just to make additional room for more hand traps, because the more the merrier. So, I mean, those are ideas if you want to if you want to experiment with them. In the extra deck, you can cut Scarlight entirely, and you can add, like, I don't know. What would you add? I don't know what you would add there. I can't think of anything you would really add there, because there's, I mean, you could, yeah, I can't think of something you would add there other than like Bestial Dispatter, but that's $40 and this is budget, so like you don't have a Bestial Dispatter. So enough of my rambling. There you go, that's more center. I hope you guys all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in another video. Be good people.